Hey, so I finally got my pencil sharpener. Just so you know, I hate mechanical pencils. I really don't like the feeling of gripping them. I love the feel of wood pencils. By the way, the lighting is probably better on this one. The sound is probably better, and I actually scripted it, which is why I'm talking about pencils. But yeah, so my pencil sharpened, and I'm writing, or I wrote the script. So if you like this or hate it, give all your praise or hatred to Sean and Jarrett. It really doesn't matter that I'm trying to write this, because I can't write anything at all. But you know, now that all this is sorted out, we're gonna go on to today's whatever, the group of topics I want to talk about. They're all near and dear to me. Okay, that's a lie. I knocked this script out in about 10 minutes. But anyway, so first of all is the poll from last day, which no one really left their comments on, which is very sad. I did have a few people say pen chewing, not on here of course, but I do have a life off of the internet. Surprising? Yeah, I would think so. But getting down to business. Okay, that kind of sounds like we're getting ready to have sex with the camera, which I'm guessing would get me a few more views, or some disgusted comments. Well, no, what I want to talk to you about today is the silent protagonist. Yes, I am like the many out there that hate this staple of video games. It's like the developers were thinking, some people won't like the voice we chose for our character. Yeah? Well, we didn't like the fact that the character doesn't speak, even when spoken to directly. What the hell? Oh, I know. Gordon Freeman is a god, but still, it pisses me off having to deal with playing a silent hero. I don't care if it's a grim vocalization or if it's some stupid little heroic quip. Just give us something. I love hearing any voice that gets thrown in. Point in case, Prototype and the Prince of Persia series were hilarious in terrible situations just because of the things that Alex Mercer and the Prince would actually just say. At one point the Prince starts talking to himself. That's a normal reaction in a time of crisis, and it's hilarious, and I loved it. But conversely, Bioshock, which was a great game, just irked me that in this whole time you say nothing, not even a Jesus Christ. Okay, but I'm done on this topic before I go and kill something. Except for one point, Sam Fisher is the most incredible and my favorite voice protagonist ever. Please leave me your favorites. I'd love to hear or, read. Okay, off that. But now I went to go see the new Transformers, which, by now everything's been said about that terrible, terrible film. But one thing my friend brought up really struck a chord with me, and that was the fact that even in the quieter scenes, the noise of the Transformers was kept at the exact same level, which meant that whoever was talking at the time, usually Shia LaBeouf, whining about being a normal human kid. Do you guys remember him on Even Stevens? Because I do. He was good. He was funny. But now, I won't even touch on that. But still, all that could be heard was the hydraulics of the Transformers. And yes, that's realistic in that sense. But, it just gets annoying. So I'm going to say thank you, Jillian, for ruining both of the movies for me now. So my final point for today is a little bit longer. And I know all of you are thinking, oh gee, what's he going to talk about now? Anal rape? Because sodomy is very, very deeply held for me. But anyway, I am a child of an age before the underground was wanted and undercover kind of stuff that took over Need for Speed. And what's happened is my favorite racing series of all time has been reduced to redecorating a car and spending more time on whether or not the wheels are perfect than actually driving the car. And you're spending more money on a new paint job than actually upgrading it. You know, my favorite Need for Speed game was High Stakes. That was around 4 or 5. You could still upgrade your cars, but it was less in-depth. You clicked a button, you paid money, you got a faster car. And on the 3rd upgrade, guess what happened? You got racing stripes. Black or white depending on the color of your car originally. And you know what happened? It was beautiful. You could focus on doing something that was amazing. Driving the car. You had beautiful courses and great racing that didn't focus on a free roam or a running world that rained or had an entire day go by while you're playing. I liked my old Need for Speed. I wish they would bring it back. So that's my rant for the next couple of days. I already asked you the question. I'm going to reiterate. Who is your favorite silent protagonist of all time? Not silent protagonist, voiced protagonist of all time, but also if you like silent protagonists, give your point on that one. So assuming you guys are still watching, please rate, please comment, please subscribe if you really like this. And I'll see you guys later. Well, I won't see you because that'd be weird, but you'll see me. Bye everyone, enjoy.